Here's a picture of perhaps the most famous slide-past fault in the world, the San Andreas Fault at the Carrizo Plain in California. We're going to look at these slide-past faults, and we'll also look at what happens when one of them bends. So here's a map of it, and we're going to the Carrizo Plain National Monument here. Notice the motion of the fault that's indicated. The fault is pretty easy to see if you look at a picture of the Carrizo Plain. There is the fault in yellow, the motion is shown in orange. You can see the motion in the geology. Here, for example, is Wallace Creek coming in from the right. You might expect it to go straight the way it once did, but what does it do? It's been deflected by the motion of the fault, and it's carried up like that and then leaks on out the other side. So the fault is moving. It can make earthquakes. People worry about that. But now let's go back to the map and let's go down to the San Gabriel Mountains National Monument and the big bend in the San Andreas Fault. So down here, the fault is not straight, it's bent. And because of the bend, this motion leads to a pushing together across the San Gabriel Mountains at the Big Bend. And so we're going to now see what that does by this next picture looking across Los Angeles towards the mountains in the National Monument. And there it is. There's Los Angeles. Behind them is the mountains. The push together across the Big Bend has led to stresses that have pushed up the mountains. There are earthquakes associated with this. This is from the 1994 Northridge earthquake. It was on a thrust fault down in the basin closer to Los Angeles, but it's related to the squeeze of the Big Bend. If we go back to our map, imagine for a moment a fault that went the other way. Now what would happen is this motion would be carrying this side down, this side up, and you would have pull apart going on in here. And in fact, there is a little bit of that going on. Over here, there is a pull apart basin that has a salty lake in it called the Salton Sea that is linked to this kind of horizontal motion. This one's from the interaction of a couple of faults. It's a little more complicated, but it is possible to have pull apart with a bend one way or to have push together with the bend the other way. And so what do we see? Slide past faults can make earthquakes like the San Andreas, but when they bend, they may cause push together that helps to make mountains, or they may cause pull apart that helps to make basins.